Good evening. Good evening. Today we're going to start polypaint. For
Yes, sir.
polypaint. So for polypaint is basically kind of vertex paint. You need more vertex for more detailed painting. So we'll move this entire model to highest division. And poly painting, there are multiple ways of poly paint. I can just simply start painting on this surface directly, or I can just simply apply a material and then modify it. I can do that, or I can project a texture, photo or photograph with the help of spotlight. But like the process I prefer to use is I use Photoshop. I take there's a small link small plugin is there already existing in Z Zaplink. I prefer to use this for all projection because I have better control in Photoshop. I can stamp it, I can paint it, I can modify color, I can do everything. That gives me better results. So, so that's a technique I follow most of the time, and this gives me really good like good quality result. So first thing what I'll do is I'll just select a material. This is skin shader 4, default material, skin shader 4, and pick a like somewhere in like kind of a humanish color, maybe a little bit like reddish orangish tint. Just pick any color just for the base, so that no none of the area is gray or black or white. So pick that, go to color and make sure select mRGB, not RGB, not
Okay, sir.
mRGB. mRGB stands for material RGB, material plus red, blue, green. RGB stands for only RGB color, M for only material. I
Okay.
want material plus this color. So then go to this fill and fill object. Click two, three times. Sometimes one click doesn't work. I don't know, it's a bug for Zebra or something, or maybe just my system. So I prefer to click two, three times. So like change the color, fill all the material, everything. You can see this switch on. So I can, if I change the color also, nothing will change here
Will
until
okay.
until unless switch on this. This
Okay.
brush is basically poly paint. So now I have this poly paint switched on. Now, even if I change the material, nothing will change because my material also part of my skin. Everything is painted there. So, anyways, I keep the default material as my skin material. And now, what I'll do, I'll take a close-up shot of my head of like whatever part I'm planning to paint. A close-up shot, and then go to document, click on Zap link, and now it will ask for Zapping projection. It's basically going to project. So enable
Okay.
perspective, I can enable, I can disable perspective, anything is fine. Double sided means front and back, left, right, like that. So I don't want to project front and back because front is different, back is different. I don't want to project that. Fade is basically edges will be faded. That's kind of fine. That will give me better result like blending. Just click on drop now. If your Zapping doesn't connected, it's not connected with your Photoshop. So far, like suppose you're going to use it for the first time, it will ask for the Photoshop exe, wherever you have installed it. Just browse
Okay,
to
sir.
it will automatically open Photoshop. So by default, it will open this. You can see now you have three layers here. First is your this fill layer. One is this layer one and is Z shading, like zebra shading effect. If you switch it off, you have a solid color. So this layer is basically your all projection, all detail, all paint, whatever you're going to do, that going to do it in this layer. So make sure don't modify this one. You can see this clearly mentioned, do not edit, and this layer do not edit.
Okay.
You're not supposed to edit any one of them. You can edit this one. Only this one, this layer you can modify. And make sure do not modify any one of them. If you modify, it won't work.
Okay,
So
sir.
I have couple of textures already downloaded.
So we
You can
cannot add layers, new layers for this.
yes, we can add. We can add multiple layers, but I'll show the technique. Like what we have to do is let's take this gold bag. So you see, I just imported one layer, right?
Yes, sir.
So I can add layer, I can delete layer, I can do everything, but I cannot modify the base layer, or I cannot just simply like just add extra layer and keep it, like it won't work with that. This like before exporting back to ZBrush, I have to make sure this layering effect, like one, two, three layer, it should be only same those layers. I have to merge it with this layer one, whatever I'm
Okay.
editing. So I'll just show you what I'm doing. I'm just subscribing this using Puppet Wrap, and because this eye shape and this eye shape we know it doesn't match at all. Let's blend it. Like roughly blending is fine. I can use more points. Like I can have the decent amount of points. This is the nice. Let's get alt delete this nice. I'm just like wrapping it around this circle and mixing everything. I'm just aligning everything as much as possible. And this is anyway, this is not like a final this thing. Like usually after doing this, I'll modify the textures and everything using ZBrush, or take the texture, spoon texture, and modify it in Substance.
Okay. We cannot paint in ZBrush only, so it is like this.
Yes, we can paint, but like this kind of detailing, like achieving this kind of detailing is very difficult. You have to do a lot of hard work. Like you can see this much of this kind of this much detailing we cannot just paint manually, right? It will take a lot more time, and that's kind of waste of time. Okay, like roughly adjust this, enter it, and Control E, and always make sure press on preserve. You cannot delete it, cannot remove this mask. So make sure preserve always, and then select this layer, stamp. With the help of stamp tool, you can stamp like areas, like wherever you don't want. Sorry, my bad. Current and below, or maybe just current layer. Then Control S, simple, just Control S. Go back to ZBrush. It will ask for re-enter ZBrush. It will re-enter and click now. It will do some projection, and it will give you the output result. Now you see, now the texture became part of your model.
Model. Okay.
So like this we can, right, like this we can paint, and one by one we can modify all the parts, and then whatever part is remaining or incomplete part or some this kind of artifact, so we can just simply paint it in ZBrush directly. That will also we do. First I'll just simply project everything so that I get a nice detail. Doubling, drop now once again. If you open the same file, it will ask to update, update. Do not rename the file, do not change the layer style, do not change anything in this file. You just have to open
Okay.
it and save it. That's it. Okay. I drag down this layer. It's a quite a huge texture. Puppet wrap again. Mhm. More points basically gives you more points in the puppet wrap. That's I guess you know it already. Please, please. Okay. Stamp. Correct layer. Control E. Preserve. And S. Go back to do this once again. Settle down. You see like decent amount of color because our skin have a lot of color variation. So we'll get this color variation very easily from a photo. Manually painting will be really difficult and getting this kind of detail will be really difficult. So we can do very easily with the help of this projection, and then we'll blend everything with the help of painting in ZBrush directly. Again, Zeppelin, update. If I want, I can use the same texture, but I'll use the right side thing so that I have more variation or more detail on my texture. Temperature of 10, more point. Yeah, you can uh, like trying to match all those lines with my high poly model.
Okay.
So that like everything aligns and all this coloration, discoloration, everything matches nicely. So I don't know why it's snapping like this on my phone. Then right, the E, reserve, S, give us the details, reinforce, take down. Using two. I can see, and I can see I have a lot more detail, and there are like some artifacts and all those things. That is something I can check. I can go to flat color and see. So this is like, you can see this thing, and all these like dark lines and everything I can manipulate within my ZBrush very easily. This backside also, if I want, I can paint it directly here, or I can, if I want, I can stamp it. So similar manner, basically, I'm going to texture the entire body, any part, or maybe if I want, I can hide some areas or see some areas. I can do that as well. It's like this also I can take, but I don't prefer this. Reason is you might see some cut lines like this. So I just take that thing, grappling, drop, update, and we have increase for the body. Now we'll come in here for the body. So what I'll do is, see there, I can just simply use this thing. If I have some vocally somewhere, let's look at English. I'll to find it. So what I'll do is, instead of doing like searching for it, I'll just import my head texture, stamp. I can just stamp it, 10 pixel feather, so that everything remains clean. Control C, Control V, Control C. Like this, because a body I have already detailed. The skin detail is already there. I just need this texture. Soft wash, blur it, and make sure edges, the darker tones are not there. And you're getting the skin tonal variation. Control E, reserve, Control S, go back to the brush, to blend everything. The drop already. I can see this color and everything. So like this, I can change everything and set like all these kind of things I have. So make sure go to RGB, switch off add off everything, only RGB. I just need this color
Okay.
and this reddish tint I need. So I want to paint it. So what I'll do, I'll reduce the brush size and instead of using this dotted brush, I'll use a spray and click here and drag drop anywhere. Basically fix that color and
Okay.
start painting. You can use color spray, you can use normal spray. It basically gives you nice variation to, or you can just use freehand, like anything works.
Okay.
Or picking the color is basically just see and click, press C and click to pick that color. Now, like if I want to change something here, so I'll paint, like I can paint things manually also. Like suppose the same color I want, okay, just pick that color, paint it directly on the surface, and let's pick five colors and blend everything nicely. So like this, you can paint everything, and I want to blend anything, I can do that as well. Like this kind of section, I can reduce the bit size, take this color. I can take it to Photoshop also. I can take it to Photoshop and
Okay.
stamp it down. I can do that, or I can manually paint this section. And usually prefer to paint with the spray and with low intensity. It gives me nice variation. All these color pencils, dots, reduce the size, this color, this, this color, fill it. And ears are usually a bit red as compared to like most of the body. A little bit darker, more red, and fill this inside area because inside part is usually more red in color. With soft brush, Maybe the fonts also like red. And take this color, blend the corners, any unwanted lines, any strange color. This is red. Like nose and all this area, you can see like a little bit artifacts here and there. So we'll see this artifact and all this inside area. To make it bit darker, nostril. Take the color, shade. You can see skin. I have this reddish tint, this orange tint, this whitish tint. So all those
Yes, sir.
color tint I got. So that is like very important to get those colors right. Mm, I guess I can find some textures for the. I have some texture for the somewhere. It feels good. Mm, Just first of all, the stand texture. Yeah, something like this. You can find and use it. This is like just for the base. Like this, I can use it and modify this thing very easily. I have a hand. I can use this hand. Yes. Yeah, you can use it. Save image, or I can just simply save image. Just save it. I can go and set this like and use the hand to change everything. painting, recommend, traveling, personal, reading, and condition to the search. So it basically becomes so easy that you could just simply directly copy paste it. This is men's hand, this is female hand. One minus 23, 15, 15. Now I can just use it with Puppet Wrap. Even if it doesn't align perfectly, I'll get the basic tone. All the tones and everything, I'll get them very easily. Okay. So here's the basic cut. Okay, how to fix it. Anyway, reserve until E, click now, then you get those colors. Similarly, front side and all this in between thing I'll blend manually. Or if I want, I can paint it also with this reverse. Now I have this part and let's paint it with this color, maybe simple flesh color, and make sure select RGB Z add is off.